Hey there, it's Donna Gilbert, and today we are going to talk about whether your SMART goals can handle feminine energy. So let's get started. So, SMART goals, if you're not familiar with them, SMART goals originated back in the mid 1980s, and they really struck a chord with me. It was a method of improving your productivity, of knowing what you wanted, what you were going for. And it was like this big productivity thing in the business world. Now, I graduated, I'm dating myself severely. I graduated back in 1981. And so it's no wonder that this methodology of goal setting struck a chord with me, because I was at the early stages of wanting to have a career, of wanting to make an impact in the world. And when I was learning, reading magazines, and I was looking at business books and in college, and people started talking about SMART goals. And so I really embraced the structure for a couple of decades. I wanted my goals to be SMART. Now, if you're not familiar with this term, SMART stands for specific, measurable, assignable, or attainable. There are always these changes that come when we're creating these words, because someone's like, I can't remember what A is. I can't remember what A is. I believe the original one was assignable, because again, this was created in a business structure where you had the leadership setting goals and you wanted to make sure that you could assign the task to someone specific. So everyone couldn't say, not me, not me, not my job. Someone else was supposed to do that. And we wanted our goals to be realistic, and we wanted them to be time bound. So specific, measurable, assignable, realistic, and time bound. Time related is what I wrote down here. This was really helpful because you had everything that you needed to know about this goal. It was specific. You knew what you were hoping to achieve. It was measurable. You would know when you achieved it. It was assignable. You know who was responsible for getting it done. The buck stopped there, right? It was realistic. It was something that, yes, if you put the time and the energy and the resources to it, and you are committed to that, yes, it should be achievable. And then it was time related. There was the sense of urgency that you only have 2 weeks, 6 months, 5 years to do this. And think of how this was back in the 60s with the space program. How do we get a person on the moon? How do we get a man on the moon? We invested. We wanted to do it before the end of the decade. And wasn't it 1969 that they finally did that? Should have checked that. Didn't know I was going to talk about that. But we had all of those things. All right. And so when you have a SMART goal, I have my notes here, so forgive me for looking down, because anyway, so it's action-based, it's logical, it's decisive, it's focused, which is what I was talking about in yesterday's live stream, which prompted me to remember this and think about doing this. There's a sense of impatience, of urgency with these SMART goals, and it really is an all or nothing mentality. The focus is on reaching the destination, the goal. That is the importance of a SMART goal. You put all eyes, all resources, all energy, all focus on achieving this goal. It's all or nothing. We win or we lose. This methodology worked for me for a couple of decades, like I said. And then I was probably around 45, 50 years old when I would set goals and I would use this structure, and they just didn't feel as powerful to me. I just felt like I was missing out on something. I couldn't buy into the energy, the masculine energy. And I didn't know the difference between feminine and masculine energy at this point in my life. It was just something that was off. It just felt too structured, too rigid. It wasn't allowing me that proverbial take time to smell the roses. It was do. And it was tiring, and it was exhausting, and it just left me feeling this void. I had these dreams, these goals, and yet I wasn't having fun getting there. And then several years ago, I was given a gift, a download, just like Callie Wynn Cali wind is the energy of change. It's courageous and lightheartedly independent, while enjoying new directions. This download. And many years ago, I received a similar download around SMART goals, only it was slightly different. It gave me that permission, that switch, that change of energy to embrace the feminine aspect, the feminine approach to SMART goals. And so this is what I came up with. Feminine goals, they're simple. They are meaningful or memorable. I wrote down the wrong thing in my notes. Memorable. I could never make a decision on which one of those was more important. Meaningful or memorable. Maybe they're kind of, two halves of the same loaf of bread. I don't know. But meaningful or memorable. Because sometimes we do things just because it feels like it will be a fun thing to do, to look back on, right? So simple, meaningful, acceptable. We're willing to do what it takes to have it done. We don't have to feel like we're choosing this or that. We feel like there's that middle ground where, yes, we can do it. It's not that all or nothing mentality, that it resonates with us. It's something our heart is compelled to do for whatever reason. There doesn't have to be a logical reason, but sometimes it's just a heart whisper that says, Donna, why don't you see if you can do a long distance bike ride over 3 days, 187 miles, when you weigh almost 200 pounds and you have a $99 bike from Walmart? Those types of goals, which I did. And it was amazing. It was memorable and it was meaningful for me. And so it resonates with you. There's just something about it that calls to you. And then it's timeless. There's no pressure to get it done. We can have this longing, this heart desire for decades, and it's still with us and we're still actively engaged in it. We put pockets of time and energy toward it, of just visualizing it, of believing in it, and knowing that it's possible for us, as long as we don't bury it too deep under the weight of responsibilities. So that is the feminine energy of SMART goals. So here are some of the things that others, the outside looking in, might say about them. They may look undefined because they're simple. They're not so specific. It allows the space, the time, and the energy for other responsibilities. So you don't feel that pressure. It's not that all or nothing thing. It's realizing that there are so many things going on in the world, around us, in our families, in our work lives, in our health. There's so many things that we can explore and respond to all of those. And just because we put our dream, our goal on hold for a short time, doesn't mean we've abandoned it. And it feels less pressure. There's less sense of urgency. And some people may look at it and say that it just feels unproductive. But here's the beautiful thing about our brains and about our hearts and about the universe's energy. Things happen in the exact time that they're supposed to, and we're ready to receive them. Because sometimes if we get fame and fortune too soon, we're not ready to handle it. We don't know how to handle it. Perhaps we don't have those personal boundaries. It's like the people who win the lottery. They win millions of dollars. They take home half of it in a lump sum because of taxes, right? And then everyone starts coming out of the woodwork and asking for just a little bit, a little bit, a little bit. And you don't know how to say no. You don't know how to manage that money. And so you keep giving it away. And before you know it, you're $50,000 in debt because you didn't realize it was all gone. And you kept giving. When we trust that things will happen in the right time and we don't try to force them and rush them, that gives us time, our energy, our vibration, our emotional stability, time to catch up to that vision, to spend more time living in the what if scenarios of how would I handle this if suddenly old Uncle Joe comes to me and says that I owe him a new house because when I was 5 years old, he was nice to me. And then, of course, we get into all of the destructive, toxic relationships, and those people especially come out of the woodwork. And if we're not prepared to handle them, that gazillion-dollar lottery winning feels like a burden rather than the gift that it is. So the feminine energy of SMART goals, this is where the goal is to enjoy the journey. We're not focused so much on the destination, the results, the outcome. We want to enjoy life as we go along. And this is the energy of Kali Wind, the while enjoying new directions. Enjoying is that yearning, that yen for something, and enjoying it while enjoying. We have these amazing things going on, these great visions to help other people, to change the world, to improve our financial situation, to satisfy that longing we have within us to help others. But if the journey is a bitch along the way, why bother? No, we want to be able to enjoy that process. We want to stop and smell the roses. Not because we have to, not because our mental health requires it and our therapist tells us, you must do this. And so it's one more task to check off our list to stop and smell the flippin' roses. No, we want to be able to see a rose along the side of the road while we're taking our daily stroll, sauntering along, listening to a podcast, listening to a YouTube video that's helping us feel better about ourselves and our lives, or giving us knowledge and wisdom that we need to move forward with our goals. And we see this flower and we stop and we look at it. We say, oh, that's a beautiful flower. What a gift for me to see this right here in this moment. And we stop and we look at the flowers and we look at the petals. Perhaps we touch it and we feel how velvety soft it is. And then we lower ourselves to it. Oh, that's a beautiful smelling rose. And perhaps we step back and we continue to look and we see the thorns, we see the greenery. And we say, oh, beautiful, beautiful flower. And we can't help it. We are in no hurry. And so we lean in again and, oh, this is the journey. This is what I get to experience along the way. Such a difference from the masculine SMART goals of specific, measurable, assignable, realistic, and time related. We're in too much of a hurry. We can't stop to smell that rose unless our therapist, our doctor tells us you need to take time to smell the rose. So you see it, you see a rose, you said, there's a flippin' rose. I can check this off my list. Okay, so yeah, smelled good. And just keep walking, keep moving, because you've got places to go, things to do. So when I was around 40, 45, 50 years old, I felt that difference in the energy. And I was gifted with the feminine approach to SMART goals. And it feels so much better for me. And you know what's even better is when you combine them, when you blend them. SMART goals, the masculine energy is over here. SMART goals, the feminine energy is over here. It's divisive. It's this way or that way. The magic comes in bringing things together, of seeing the unity of this. It's all part of the same process, the same journey, the same achieving of a goal. So when we blend them together, when the goal becomes to enjoy the journey as we move towards the destination, it slows things down. It allows us to look around and make sure we don't miss anything. Sometimes we're so focused on that goal that we forget to stop, to pause, and make sure that that goal is what we still want to experience, what we still want to achieve. It's not doing to check something off the list to accomplish something. The goal is how we feel, how it's going to improve things for us when we achieve it. Even in the business world, goals are set so that things will improve, to improve efficiencies, to improve effectiveness, to improve products, to improve services, because there's a better result at the end, which will keep customers coming back to us, right? It will keep growing the business. Those are what the goals are based on. Yes, profitability is part of it, but we need to have that outcome. It's not just about the money. Yes, that can be arguable. but we're not going to go there today. So when you blend the masculine approach, the specific, measurable, assignable, realistic, and time related, with the feminine, the simple, the meaningful or memorable, the acceptable, it resonates with you and it's timeless. There's no forcing that it has to be done by a certain time. When we have this flexible plan, it allows us that time to reevaluate. Is this the direction we really want to go in? Do we really want to achieve this? In fact, I don't remember which came first. I think dumb goals came first. But I also downloaded a gift from the universe about, are your SMART goals dumb? And sometimes they are. And it's only when you embrace the feminine energy of SMART goals that you'll be able to determine whether or not your goals are dumb. And if you want to learn about dumb goals, that's beyond the scope of today's video. Go to calliwind.com/AGAD. I did a workshop called As Good as Done. So AGAD. There's a link in the description. And I have a picture price. This was an online course that I created several years ago. I think I was on the road, so I think it's been within the last 3.5 years. And it talks about the difference between the masculine energy of SMART goals, the feminine energy, and are your SMART goals dumb? I love it. It's a great little program. It will change the way you think about SMART goals. It will change the way you approach your own goals, whether you actually use or are familiar with that SMART goal acrostic. The other benefit of blending the masculine and feminine energy of SMART goals is that it releases the pressure of achieving tomorrow's dreams today. It allows us to enjoy that journey because the goal is to enjoy the journey while we're heading towards the destination. So you may be wondering, okay, Donna, so what's the point? Why are you talking about this? You talk about marketing, using social media to market your coaching and healing practice. Here's how it relates. Frequently, we set goals and we become so focused on having them so specific, so measurable, so attainable, which is feminine, but assigning it. Like there are so many people with their social media marketing, the first thing they want to do when they start generating income is outsource all of the marketing responsibilities because it's something we're not comfortable with, something we're not familiar with, something we've never practiced, never tried. We don't know whether we're good at it or not, and we're going to be bad at it when we start. But as adults, we feel like learning was something that we left behind when we were in school. We can learn many things, but this one, it just feels daunting. The onus of responsibility of your business is on your marketing skills. And if you don't have the courage and the confidence, see the energy of Calliwind, the energy of change. If you don't have that curiosity for how to learn more, of how to expand your opportunities, to gain that competence before you can be great at it, then your business has no chance of success, right? Unless, and yes, it is possible. The old adage of hope marketing, right? Oh, I just hope it takes off. I trust the universe. I trust the universe. I trust the universe. This has been my story for the decades that I have tried to build a coaching practice. And the reality is hope marketing works. And is the energy of Calliwind. It's the A. And there's so much more. And when we are only relying on hope, when we are only relying on the universe, when we are giving up our contributions and putting the weight of it on the universe, we're failing ourselves. We're not upholding our part of the bargain because the universe is saying, you can have all of this. Do your part. And your part isn't specific tasks. Your part is the expansion of self. It's enjoying your journey. It's your growth. When you do that, when you step into that energy of what can I do? Oh, I could learn social media marketing. I could figure out how to post a video. I could do this. Then do that. That's your job. We can give the big picture, the big job to the universe, but we still have to do our part. because the universe is lining things up. The universe is expecting us to expand, right? If I'm in this little space right here and the universe is saying, oh, she's got this, she's got this. And so it's like, when, okay, so I'm thinking of shooting clay, with a shotgun. I did it once and, they talk, they talk about when you're shooting birds, you you're starting to line up your view, right? And so you're starting with the tail and you swing your gun forward so that it's tail, butt, beak, bang. I know that's horrible, right? If you're not a hunter or if you I'm sorry, but that's the analogy that came to mind. So you're lining up your sights, you're starting here, and then you swing forward as the bird is moving. And then when you get to the beak, you continue on because by the time you bang, by the time that bullet gets to the bird has to move into position, right? With ourselves, the universe is saying, "Oh my gosh, Donna has got this now. Donna is so excited. She's so hyped up. She's so hopeful. She knows this can happen. Donna is right here." But by the time those people that I put in place to watch her video, she's going to be out here. So we're going to put the people right here and they're going to see her message and they're going to say, "Oh my gosh, she is exactly who I've been looking for. She is the one that I want to work with. She is the one I want to help me get through my mindset blocks and really tap into who I am as an individual so that I can put myself out on social media authentically and comfortably and having such a blast. She's the one I want to work with." And they're out here. But I'm back here and I'm saying, "Hope marketing, hope, hope marketing." And the people are out here. They're waiting for me. I need to expand myself to get out there. And it's not a chore. It's not a goal. It's a natural expression of who I become. Because if we want to change our lives from what they are today to what we want them to be tomorrow, our businesses, our coaching and healing practices, if we want to attract clients so that we can be the practitioners that we know that we came here to be, if we want to do that, we need to step into that role, stepping past that discomfort, the familiarity, the stuff we don't know yet, and become that person. Because we will always, always be the role model for our clients. And we want to be that role model. We want to show what's possible because we already have the hope. We have the trust in the universe. We have the skills that we've learned, that we've mastered, that we want to share with others. And we have to put ourselves out there. We want it to come to us, but we're not in a location to receive them yet. Does that make sense? Do you see the power of aligning the SMART goals, of blending them? So a masculine SMART goal could be something specific. This is something that I've learned at the Legacy Builders program, which I would love to share more information about it with you. Within the Legacy Builders, we are setting specific goals. Specific goals. How many pieces of content we want to create. Creating that content in just 2 hours a day. Flexible pockets of time. That's a SMART goal. We're given the tools, the techniques, the ideas for how to do this. And you don't have to have any prior knowledge coming into this program. I did have prior knowledge. And there are people in our program who are brand new, who have never had an online business. Now, I don't look at this as an online business per se, a long-term, fulfilling way to generate income. Just feels short-sighted to me for that. I want to coach people. I want to help them. And the way that I'm doing that is inviting people to learn the social media marketing skills through this program with me as their coach, as their guide. And for people who purchase from me at the $300 level or higher, 3 months of coaching with me is included because I want to get you started. I want to help you define your blended SMART goals so that you can make the most of this internship-like opportunity to learn how to promote digital products online using social media. For me, I focus on YouTube, using social media so that you can attract the clients you came here to work with, the ones that are out here waiting for you, but you're still back here and we can't get there from here. The universe is putting people out here because they know you're expanding. And as you expand, you're going to walk right into each other. They're there. They're waiting for you. And when you make that connection, it's going to be like this. Suddenly the floodgates will open. In fact, on Monday, we are starting a new 90-day challenge. Now, it's promoted within the digital growth community as 30K in 90 days. Then the money part doesn't resonate with me. Does it resonate with you? Let me know if money is your primary motivator. For some people, it is. And for them, it's awesome. For me, I'm looking at this as 30 clients in 90 days. 30 clients in 90 days. Does that feel doable to you? Is that something you'd like to experience? Are you like me and you've left your dream of coaching in the rearview mirror? It's just gone. You've tried and failed so many times, and it just didn't seem worth it. For me, the way that I was learning how to market my business aligned more with the masculine SMART goals. And I resisted that because I wanted to experience life with the feminine SMART goals. And of course, the reality is I need the blended version. Excuse me, because both of them have benefits and limitations. But when we bring them together, it can be magic for us. And so starting Monday for 90 days, every day, Michelle O'Neill, our mentor, the creator of this program, is going to be sharing a piece of wisdom, a piece of advice, an action step, a measurable action step where you can check it off and say that I did it, to bring us to our goal of 90 clients, of 30 clients in 90 days. How exciting is that, right? I set a personal goal to help 62 coaches and healers learn and master social media marketing for their own businesses by the time I turn 62 in May. It's an exciting goal. It feels so far out of my reach. And I am really embracing this next 90-day challenge to help me really get a jump start on that goal. It's amazing. And here's the beautiful thing, the merging of SMART goals, masculine and feminine. My specific goal, 62 clients in 62 clients by the time I turn 62. You want to know my starting point? I set this goal back in October, mid-October. Here we are near the end of January, and I have 0. I haven't expanded enough. You're out here waiting for me, but I'm still not there yet. I'm doing my work. I'm showing up every day. I am loving this journey. I am so totally enjoying this direction. And I know it's going to happen. And the beauty of the feminine side of SMART goals is it's timeless. So yes, I set the goal, 30 clients in 90 days. And if I don't achieve it, that's okay. Because the yearning, the heart calling is still there. And I will be that much closer. So you may be like me, just starting out. Perhaps you've started and stopped this crazy entrepreneurial journey many times. And you just keep giving up because it's not working for you. Perhaps this is your opportunity to start moving forward again with that energy that this is a timeless goal. As long as you continue to expand yourself, the universe is lining things up. But we need to get rid of the doubts, the fears, and the uncertainties. And the Legacy Builders program is very strategic. It's very logical. And the energy of Cali wind, and there's always more. It's abundant, right? And it's simple. It's simple. It's simple. We overthink things so much. And the Legacy Builders program is simple if we allow ourselves to let it be. I am a chronic overthinker. I am president of Overthinkers Anonymous. How many of you are in that club with me? When I find myself overthinking things, the daily messages from Michelle O'Neill help me to get back to the reality, to get out of my head and just say, I'm making it too hard. I'm making it too complicated. I don't have to worry about all of that because my brain thinks 10 steps ahead. But if I'm only back here, I don't need to worry about what's there. I will grow into who I need to be out here. So let's see if I covered everything. I think so. So yeah. So if you're a coach or a healer and you're not attracting the clients that you want, it's time to make a change. You can set a goal for whatever you want, but are you doing what you need to do internally with your personal growth to achieve that goal? And again, ask yourself the question, is it a dumb goal? And again, link in the description for that, callywin.com/AGAD, as good as done was the name of the program. Because it matters whether your goals are smart or whether they're dumb. And sometimes a dumb goal just needs to be tweaked just a little bit to get that excitement within you. Because we really need to live and breathe and feel into our goals every day to know that they can happen. One of the challenges over the decades as I've been trying to grow a coaching practice was it never really felt attainable. It never felt like I could grow it the way that I wanted to grow my business in a way that felt good to me, that felt aligned. All of the strategies that I was learning were related to being more extroverted, to going to networking events, to talking to more people, to having phone calls. And none of those appeal to me. Those raise my anxiety level up here. So it's no wonder that nothing worked for me because energetically, I didn't want it to work. I was resisting it. I could talk myself into it for short periods of time. And then I would just say, I just can't. I just can't. It's not sustainable for me. When I joined Legacy Builders last July, I started using the TikTok platform. And every day I was making 3 videos, 3 pieces of content. And I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the process of learning. And then there were some frustrations with the TikTok app where it was very slow and very kludgy. And so it would take me forever to edit a video. And I tend to talk slow and I have long pauses. So you want to cut those out. And it was just taking so long. And it was like, this isn't worth it. So I would download the videos to my computer, edit it on my computer, put it back on my phone so that I could upload it to TikTok to get the captions and put the funny pictures on it and the headers. And that was it was such a pain. It was like, do I want to do this every day for the next 3, 4, 5 years? And the answer was no. There has to be a better way. So I turned my attention back to TikTok or to YouTube, which is where I originally wanted to start. And I am really, really enjoying doing live streams on TikTok, on YouTube. This is a very comfortable way for me to talk with people. And now my goal, my focus, my SMART goal is to build my audience here, to improve how I'm creating my messages for the structure, for the hooks, for the descriptions, for the thumbnails, for all of these things that will attract people to me. I am expanding in a way that feels good to me. I'm enjoying this journey. I'm smelling the roses along the way. I'm celebrating my wins. It's not a chore, it's an opportunity. It's something I'm excited about doing. And as I expand, my audience is also ready to come find me, right? So there are so many things that go on, but the important thing is how you practice your coaching and healing practice. It must feel good to you. If it's a chore and you hate it, You need to find another way. And whether that's the SMART goal A of assigning it to someone else, that's a possibility. It's an option. Does that feel right for you? As I'm saying that, I'm sitting here struggling because it's like, no, no, I don't want anyone else to speak for me. I want to speak for myself. I don't necessarily want to be the brand of Caliwind, and yet who else is better to be the brand of Caliwind than me? Because it was my gift, my download, and I'm courageous and I'm lighthearted about it. I don't take myself as seriously as I used to. Even my business, I want to have fun with it. I want to play. In fact, I have, if you go to the Caliwind Creates, which is under my name and also in the description, a link, that's where you can learn about working with me. And the way that I work, excuse me, the way I work with my clients is through the Legacy Builders program. Here's how it works. You buy this online course that teaches social media marketing, affiliate marketing, creating your own online courses, how to scale your business, how to create a community within your business. This is a course. And I want to be your guide, your mentor to help you through this course. I look at this as an internship. So you set goals. We're going to set goals if you're working with me. They will be specific, measurable, assignable, realistic, and time related. And they will be simple, meaningful, or memorable, acceptable to you. It will resonate with you and it will be timeless. We're going to blend those energies, the masculine energy and the feminine energy, blend them so that not only do you achieve your goals, but you enjoy the journey while you're achieving them. And you will stop and you will decide at different points anywhere along the line of whether your goal has become a dumb goal, whether you need to pause because other responsibilities, other priorities, other focuses have taken over. And that's okay because your goal is timeless. There are times when we're going to stop and you're going to say, you know what, this just doesn't feel good to me. And we'll say, okay, is it discomfort of learning something new? So you're dealing with the doubts, the fears, and the uncertainties that we need to move past? Or is it that you're really ready to pivot because something doesn't align for you? And I'll help you make those decisions. It's amazing. I love looking at this as an internship because you get to play. There's no pressure. We don't even have to set the prices of these programs. So many coaches I work with, one of the biggest challenges they have is how do you set your price? People are willing to pay anything for anything as long as they, as individuals, see the value of what it is you're selling. If they don't see the value, they're not going to pay anything. Think of it. So many people have free opt-ins, it's checklists, templates, mini guides. And so many people don't sign up for them. Why? Because they don't see the value in it. They don't see how it applies to them, how it can help their life. So we need to make this something that the select few who came here to work with you, who are asking for you, we need to let them find you. We need to have fun doing it. So I did create an opt-in, and it originally, so with the Legacy Builders program, you are provided everything you need to know to treat this like an internship. A limited time practice business is kind of what I call it, where you have all of the tools you need to get a business going, to make it profitable in your own timeline, in your own way. You get to try new things, explore, create, change directions, however you want to do it. Switch social media platforms. This is our practice business so that we can develop the skills that we need to actually promote our own products and services, the ones that mean something to us, the ones that they're meaningful to us. These ones, they're online courses, digital courses that someone else created. They're great courses. but we don't have our heart and our soul in them. We're selling them because they're good products, because we've learned something from them. And we invite, encourage, and challenge other people to say, yeah, I'll give it a try too. But our heart and our soul is not in these programs. So we get to play with them. We get to play with promoting them, learn those skills. That's what this is all about. So I do have a free opt-in when you sign it. Go to kellywindcreates.com, put your email address in there, and you will get my free, I think it's called Six Steps to Build a Profitable Practice Business. It's for helping coaches and healers. That is my focus, coaches and healers. I don't want to resell this program just to resell it to anyone. I want to help people who have a purpose, a calling, who have a heart-centered goal to help other people, to bring people together, to help them heal their wounds, to help them reduce their anxiety so that their vibration can raise. Our universe, our planet, our world, we need to bring people together. We can't do that when our own wounds, our own hurts, our own beliefs are keeping us separate. So if you're one of those people who has a specific heart calling to be a coach, to be a healer, to serve as a light worker for others, and you want to learn how to promote your services consistently on social media, to expand who you are so that the people the universe have put in your path who are waiting for you can reach you. They can find you. If you're interested in that, go to that website, www.kellywindcreates.com. Put in your email address. You can respond to any of those emails and let me know what your goals are. And we can have a chat to see if this program fits for you. And if you don't like to respond to emails, all of the information is there in videos, in the sales page information, and in the emails themselves. There's so many ways to get the information. The big question is, will you set your goals, masculine and feminine, coming together so that you can achieve your dream, to make the impact you came here to make? I would love to help you on this journey. Will you be one of the 62 coaches or healers that I work with? I would love to have you. I would love to work with you to help you get started. Together, we can achieve my goals, your goals, and the healing of other people. It's a beautiful thing. We can work together. So I hope you have an amazing day today. Thanks for watching. Pay attention to your goals. Make them smart. Blend them together. Have an amazing day, and I will be back tomorrow. Uh-oh. I don't know what happened. What did I do? I don't know if this ended. Am I still live? I am still live. I hate going mobile on my phone, but I do it.